a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. Afterwards has something to say as Clark walks away.
Did Angel Reese just get exposed as the most overrated player in WNBA history? What was supposed to be a heated battle between two of women's basketball's biggest stars turned into an absolute massacre on opening night. The Indiana Fever didn't just beat the Chicago Sky, they humiliated them by 35 points in a game that wasn't even that close.
Yeah!
Yeah. Good job. Good job. Don't worry about it. Congrats. Good job.
It's one. It's one. A lot more to come. Shout out our fans. Absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for showing up, showing love to all my teammates. We appreciate you. More to come.
Man, I'm excited, thankful, at the same time grateful. But I think I'm just excited to do it in front of with this group, in front of this crowd. That was crazy. That was my first time playing in front of a crowd like that, so I think I was a little shell-shocked, but now I know the specs, so I'll be better.
Hit it once, I'll hit it again. Pow, pow, pow! Fever dub.
"7 months. That's how long Caitlin Clark had to wait. 7 months of hearing critics question whether she could improve after her rookie season. 7 months of Angel Reese running her mouth to anyone who would listen. 7 months of manufactured drama about a rivalry that just got settled in the most decisive way possible.
Guarded by Atkins. Atkins gets a poke on it. Here's Clark firing and hitting.
If you're excited to see how Caitlin Clark just silenced all her doubters and put Angel Reese in her place, hit that subscribe button right now because we're breaking down everything that happened in this historic beatdown.
First time for a rookie to get a triple-double in franchise history.
Think about what that wait must have felt like for someone who's played basketball her entire life. The offseason dragged on while questions mounted about Clark's game. Could she adjust to the physicality? Would she cut down on turnovers? And most importantly, could she lift the Fever to contender status? The preseason only added pressure. Clark showed flashes of brilliance, but dealt with leg issues that kept her sidelined. Critics were circling, ready to pounce if she struggled, and waiting for her in that first game, none other than Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky.
Here we go, season number 2. Saturday afternoon, everyone's going to be watching. What's the energy you're feeling as you get ready for your second season to start?
But let's be clear about something right from the start. Only Reese and the media treat this as a rivalry. Clark has no rival. She's in a league of her own. In a pre-game interview, Clark addressed the rivalry narrative with remarkable maturity.
Yeah, I mean, you guys love it, that's for sure. But I told Michael this yesterday. I was like, rivalry is great for sport. Like, I understand that. I grew up loving rivalries. Like, I grew up in Iowa State. That's like a pro matchup in the state of Iowa. Like, I understand that.
But unlike Reese, who seems obsessed with this matchup, Clark approaches it like a true professional. She doesn't need the drama. She lets her game do the talking. From the opening minutes, you could see something different about Clark. Gone was any hesitation that occasionally appeared during her rookie season. No second guessing or overthinking. She played with a freedom we hadn't seen since her Iowa days. Her first three-pointer splashed through the net. Clean, pure, confident.
Tyler Marsh wants more of that from her, catching around that 15-foot area.
Clark connects! The first logo bomb of the season.
Then came the no-look passes that left defenders frozen. The rebounds she snatched away from players much taller. The defensive stops that nobody expected from her. This wasn't just Caitlin Clark playing well. This was Caitlin Clark sending a message.
Ends up caroming to Hull. Here's Clark in transition. Clark, oh, what a look. and Hull lays it in.
The second half wasn't about whether the Fever would win. That was already decided. It was about history. Could Clark sustain her remarkable all-around game? The answer came in the fourth quarter when she secured her 10th rebound, completing a triple-double with 20 points and 10 assists already in hand. No player in WNBA history had ever recorded a triple-double in a season opener. Not Diana Taurasi, not Candace Parker, not Sue Bird. Caitlin Clark did what none of them could do, and she did it in the first game of her second season. On the other hand, Chicago players couldn't find any rhythm or space to operate. They looked completely lost, failing to score 20 points in any quarter of the game. Think about that. A professional basketball team couldn't manage 20 points in a single quarter.
Balance and footwork really well against the bigger Cardoso.
Reese spinning, couldn't pop it in. The O board, no. Another chance stripped away.
Now, let's talk about what everyone will be discussing for the next 3 months. Caitlin Clark's hard foul on Angel Reese. With just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter, the tension that had been building finally boiled over. Clark attempted what she later called a simple take foul to stop an easy layup from Angel Reese.
On a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. Afterwards has something to say as Clark walks away.
Nothing crazy there, if you ask me. Clark was just a standard basketball play to prevent easy points, but the officials saw it differently. They went to the monitor, reviewed the play, and upgraded it to a flagrant foul, a decision that immediately sparked controversy. But when you really watch the replay, something feels off. Angel came charging in like she wanted smoke, like she was ready to throw down. But here's the thing, if she really wanted to confront Caitlin, what was stopping her? Nothing. That reaction, the body language, it felt forced, like she was putting on a performance. Fake tough, fake angry. The cameras caught every heated second. Reese immediately turned toward Clark, her teammates stepping between them as words were exchanged. Then Aaliyah Boston rushed to Clark's defense, getting right in the middle of the situation. What stood out most? Clark simply walking away to de-escalate while Reese kept talking. The officials handed out technical fouls to both Reese and Boston for their part in the confrontation. And let's be honest, from that moment on, Angel Reese disappeared. Her impact on the game vanished. Clark, meanwhile, stayed in her zone, completely unfazed. It's like Clark didn't just eat the foul, she took over the moment mentally and physically. Was that fire from Reese real or just for show? Here's where it gets interesting. The Fever didn't just defend Clark verbally, they responded on the scoreboard. After that flagrant foul call, Indiana went on a devastating 12-2 run that absolutely broke the game wide open.
A logo bomb as Caitlin Clark closes in on a triple-double, 2 assists, 1 rebound away. Clark leading Mitchell for the lay.
When that final buzzer sounded and the scoreboard showed a 35-point blowout, social media absolutely exploded. Fans couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. The Fever didn't just win, they demolished the Sky in every possible way. Twitter flooded with clips of Clark's no-look passes that seemed impossible, and Boston's blocks that sent Sky players shots into the third row. LeBron James tweeted, "Triple dub CC. Great way to kick off the season." The contrast was striking. While Fever fans celebrated a historic night, Sky supporters who expected Angel Reese to make some kind of statement sat in stunned silence. The supposed rivalry turned into a one-sided beatdown that nobody saw coming. Let's look at these box scores. Caitlin Clark had 20 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds with 4 blocks. On the other hand, Angel Reese had 12 points and 17 rebounds. And to be honest, those are empty stats in a game her team lost by 35 points. Meanwhile, Clark's post-game press conference showed exactly why fans love her. No trash talk, no fuel for the rivalry narrative that others try to create.
Caitlin, I saw you having a long conversation with the official. Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul, and what was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know? If you don't, either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, you know, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
In another segment, Clark focused on what actually mattered. "I thought we were disruptive," she said, highlighting the team's defensive improvements. She also praised DeWanna Bonner's historic rise to 3rd on the WNBA's all-time scoring list, calling her the strongest voice in our locker room. Meanwhile, Chicago's post-game scene couldn't have been more different. Angel Reese kept her comments about the flagrant foul brief, simply saying, "Basketball play. Refs got it right. Let's move on."
Angel, when you receive a flagrant foul, things like that. You said it's basketball. How much emphasis do you want to just put on that as competitive? What do you see that happening?
She's already answered this question. We'll move on to the next piece.
And then the last one, offhand finishing. How much of you just worked on that? I mean, the right hand was working a lot tonight.
I'm right-handed.
Her teammates look completely shell-shocked by the margin of defeat, struggling to explain how a supposed statement game turned into such a disaster. The Indiana Fever didn't just win a game, they announced their arrival as legitimate contenders. A historic 35-point victory featured Clark's never-before-seen triple-double in a season opener, Boston's shot-blocking clinic, and a defense that made Chicago look completely lost. Angel Reese and the Sky walked away with nothing but questions and a brutal defeat. All those trash-talking comments now seem hollow after getting thoroughly outplayed in every aspect of the game. The 7-month wait is officially over. The Indiana Fever are back, and they're better than ever. This wasn't just an opening night win. This was the first chapter of what looks like the most exciting season in Fever history. As for the so-called rivalry between Clark and Reese, after this game, it's clear there is no rivalry. There's Caitlin Clark, the face of women's basketball, who just made history with a triple-double in a season opener while leading her team to a 35-point victory. And then there's Angel Reese, who grabbed some rebounds in a blowout loss and tried to create drama when she got legitimately fouled. One player is changing the game, the other is just trying to stay relevant by attaching herself to greatness. If you enjoyed this breakdown of what might be the most lopsided rivalry in sports, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another video. Drop a comment below with your thoughts. Are you Team Caitlin or Team Angel after this game? And make sure to check out our other videos breaking down all the biggest WNBA moments this season. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.